So this is a video we have for putting in a bulkhead. A lot of times when you're doing water features, you have your plumbing coming through the side, and then when that happens, it's called the bulkhead. Bulkhead is used to bring the plumbing line, maybe a 2-inch flex piping from the exterior of the pond to the interior, either for maybe for a larger water feature like a recreation pond or a swim pond where you have a wetland or an intake bay. So this video is kind of helpful for people who have never done it, shows you how to do it. We did it on a project recently. So in this scenario where we did it, it was for a jets. We were putting in jets for this deep pond, and the jets were used to move the water around. Right now, I'm actually getting ready to install a bulkhead fitting because we're putting a jet in the side of this pond because it's 3 feet deep. So I'm putting this in so that they actually have good water movement. So I figured people have asked me, how do you do that? I figure I'll show you. So I've got my area kind of set. I got my Firestone. I've got, this is the bulkhead fitting. We then have our couple of different connectors to go from the bulkhead back to our 2-inch pipe, and then the other side to go from our bulkhead on the inside from a 2-inch pipe, then reducing it down to a 1-inch so we can bring in our jet line. So I've got my materials. I've got patches, which I'm going to use as the bases for the spot right there. I've cleaned this and kind of prepped this area. The guys are working on setting everything else. They're getting the liner in, and right now they're working on getting the biofall set. But I figured I'd show you this. So I'll kind of give you a dry run of what it is. So this is a liner. It's been cleaned and prepped. I'm going to install a patch on each side with Firestone. Sometimes we'll actually just cut a larger piece of seaming liner. This one just happens to work because it's only a 2-inch bulkhead. So this will get installed there. And then I'll have a second one on the back side of it that then I'll put this bulkhead. After these two have been installed, they've got the Firestone that goes on the back side of both of them. Then I'll cut an opening through to install this through it. That'll go there. And then I'll have, with my Christie's Red Hot, make my connection for the jet to come out. And then from that, we'll go into a 1-inch line that's going to go into this lower area to shoot water into the middle of this low section. So that's kind of what this is. This is a common thing we do. People have asked me how you do it, so I figured I'd show you. And I'll show you a finished product after it's done. I finished my bulkhead, so this is what the end result looks like. We've got some liner with patches. We've got a bulkhead coming through. We've got a 2-inch fitting to receive our pump line. And then on the inside, we've got our 2-inch fitting right there with a reducer down to 1 inch so we can put our jet line in. And that's gonna force water down into this low area. So that's what it looks like. It's very time consuming to get it done. So if you ever have questions, let us know.